online section of CS46A, Introduction to Programming, here at San Jose State University. This is the first course that we're offering online, and we're quite excited about it in the computer science department. So what I'd like to do today is walk you through the mechanics of taking this online course. Of course, it's not the same as a regular course. You don't show up at a lecture hall twice a week. Instead, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be watching videos with the lectures. You're going to be doing lots and lots of exercises, and you're going to interact with your classmates and with me through a discussion board. So let's go through these steps one at a time. The lectures are recorded at a website called Udacity. Here it is. And so you're going to be watching a stream of exercises. Let's have a look at one of them.
Let's experiment a bit more.
So here you see my colleague Sarah
on separate lines, like this.
telling you how to do
Hello
something.
on the first line and world on the second line.
And she goes on for a minute or two.
BlueJ and then pasting it into our IDE. If you can't get BlueJ working right now, then just use our IDE.
And then she's going to ask you a question, and this page comes up, and over here you're going to be having to type up some stuff and then submit it and see if you did it right. And that's what's somewhat unique about this format, is you get a lecture for a minute or two, you answer a question, you get another lecture of a minute or two, you answer a question, and it keeps on going for a good long time, but it's much more interactive and really much more useful than showing up at a lecture hall. The other important site is the site called Piazza. You need to get a login for that one as well. And when you first log in, it looks kind of spare and useless. But over time, this area on the left here is going to fill up with really useful questions and answers that are going to greatly help you install software, do the homework, and so on. You should make it a habit to check Piazza regularly. If you can set it up so that you get an email message whenever something new happens there. The third site that you're going to be using is Canvas, and Canvas is really for us only used for submitting homeworks. You see there's an assignments tab here, and for looking at your grades. You can see a gradebook popping up. All right, let's have a quick look at the green sheet. The most important part of the green sheet are two things. One is you do need a textbook. There's the description of the textbook here. And number two, I'd like you to pay attention to this clause here where it says how much time you need to spend on this course. It's a 4-unit course, and so that comes out to a workload of 12 hours per week. So if you work every day except on Sunday, that would be 2 hours per day. Or if you only want to work on Saturday and Sunday because you have a full-time job, you would have to work 6 hours on Saturday and 6 hours on Sunday to do well in the course. And it really is no kidding. One does need quite a bit of time to learn programming. It's just like learning how to play the piano. It takes time. All right, every week you should check out the schedule for the particular week. So let's have a look at week 1. And here it says what you should do. You should be watching this video, which you're doing right now. You should get logins to these systems. You should read through the green sheet, check out the exam dates, get the textbook. Now read this chapter in the textbook. So you are expected to read the assigned readings. I'm telling you which is the most important section here and which part you can skim over. Install the software. Now that's going to be somewhat tedious and time consuming, and it's quite possible that you'll run into some issue. And if you do, then please go to Piazza and put up a question there, and you'll see how that works. There'll most likely be other people who have experienced similar issues and who can give you some advice. And if they can't, I'll certainly jump in right away and help you out. Now, watch the Udacity videos, and that's naturally somewhat time consuming because the videos take time. And then turn on homework 1. What's homework 1? It says so right below here. Homework 1 is fairly simple. It just checks that you have in fact installed the software successfully, that you have logged into Piazza, that you have watched one of those videos, and that you have the textbook and you've done the basic reading. From then on, the other homeworks are going to be more involved, and they're going to ask you to write programs. You're going to be writing 3 small programs per week. So in fact, if you go back to the course page, have a look at the section on due dates, that tells you how the course is going to work. So programming homework is due every Wednesday and Sunday. The way we do it is that we'll tell you on Monday what the homework is, and then on Wednesday we ask you to put in a draft. And the draft is really a great thing because it makes you think about what the heck the homework's asking you to do. You get to try a simple part of it, and what routinely happens on Thursday is there's going to be lots of questions on Piazza where people say, well, what is that homework all about? And that's much, much better than what we used to do, where when the homework was due on Sunday, there would be lots and lots of questions on Sunday afternoon about what the homework is about. And in computer science, you can't ever do any of these programs in a day. It always takes several days to get past the inevitable hurdles and foul-ups that you have. So you should really take these things seriously. Do the draft on Wednesday, be confused, and get unconfused between Wednesday and Sunday, and then turn in homework for a perfect score. The quizzes due on Monday and Thursday, and the quizzes are really just to make sure that you are reading the book, that you are following the lectures on Udacity, and they test that whatever happens in the book and in the videos sticks in your brain, and you can answer some simple questions about it. And there are going to be labs due on Friday. There's no lab this first short week, but labs are a requirement from then on. And I'll be talking about them in the video on Monday. All of your work goes into Canvas. The first submission, like I said, is the homework for this Sunday. Then on Monday, you'll have a short quiz. Everything is due at 6 p.m., and that means 6 p.m., but because computers and networks have a tendency to fail right before deadline, we do give you a generous grace period of 5 hours. So no matter where you are, that should get you to the nearest internet cafe so that you can upload whatever you need to upload. Once that grace period expired, there is absolutely no provision for late credit, partial credit, or any of that. So you really should schedule yourself to have it done by 6 p.m. And then if something goes afoul, you have a few more hours to fix that. So here is another explanation of the course tools. And also you can find my email address here. I'd really like to have all of the Q&A about technical issues on Piazza, because that way everyone benefits from the answers that I give. But of course, if you have something that's private or confidential, go ahead and send me an email. And there's some advertising on why you should take this course. Well, of course you should take this course. It's a great course. And then there's an FAQ. And kind of the point of the FAQ is to remind you that this is an online course. It requires more discipline, more grit to take an online course than a regular course. And we just want to make sure that you are here because you want to be here. Well, that's all I have for today. So enjoy watching the videos, and as soon as you run into troubles, remember, put questions on Piazza. I'll have another recording next Monday to give you an overview of what to expect in week 2. Bye-bye.